day to everyone who's made it out here this morning for a very important day on our annual calendar on the tourism department, the South African tourism, the various provincial tourism boards, as well as the provincial tourism departments, is the annual World Tourism Day, which happens on the 27th of September. Every year, on the 27th of September, we mark Annual Tourism Day, World Tourism Day. But what we do here in South Africa is that we want to build up to the 27th of September. And the way we do that is by having a media launch, which we call the Tourism Month Media Launch, because there are various programs that we undertake during that period that heads up to the 27th of September. Just to give you a bit of context. By the way, my name is Alden St-Pierre. I'm the Media Liaison Officer for the Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for having me this morning. You know, many years ago, there was a minister whom I shall not name, but once I make this remark, people will know exactly who I'm talking about. Hello, Debe! Debe, are you there? Hello, Debe! Debe, are you there? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said what? Faith who? Faith Mutambi, the former Minister of Communications, one of the most iconic moments during an award show. And whenever somebody travels to KZN and they come to Durban, and you look on the social media, when they say hello Durban, you must not just read it as hello Durban. It is hello Durban. It will make sense. It will make sense as time goes on. It will make sense as time goes on. Let me take this opportunity quickly to welcome everybody who is here, including our dignitaries. I want to start off with the Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, who will be delivering the keynote address a bit later on this morning. Also joining us this morning for this occasion is the MEC for, where are my notes now? Live television sometimes. Okay, here it is. We've got the MEC for KwaZulu-Natal's KwaZulu-Natal's Department of Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Reverend Musa Zondi. A very good day to you, MEC. We also have our DG Vele, who is joining us this morning as well. DG Vele is from the Department of Tourism. And then we're also joined by Moses Makume, who is the MEC for Finance, Economic Development and Tourism in the Free State, the Executive Chair of the Economic Development and Planning in Ethekwini Municipality, Councillor Tembo Ntuli. We also have the Chairperson of the KwaZulu-Natal Film Tourism Authority, Dr. Spusiso Ndebele, the Chairperson of the Limpopo Tourism Agency, Freddie Griever, who's joining us this morning, the Executive Management of South African Tourism, who are joining us in the House, the CEOs and Executive Management of the provincial authorities as well. Thank you for joining us this morning as we start our formal program. We just need to quickly sort this issue out. Is there an issue with seating? Okay, then it is sorted out now. Okay, we're going to swiftly move along with our program as we start off with the official launch of Tourism Month. I'm going to start off with the program by welcoming you with this very important AV. Durban is a beautiful destination, and just watch this. Can we get some sound there, sound engineers? Or is it not cool? Okay, we're going to give it another try. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the destination where we're at currently, Durban, and this is what Durban has to offer sometimes touted as the playground of South Africa, and this is what it looks like. Let's give a round of applause to Durban, and that is what Durban has to offer. As you saw there, the Comrades Marathon, we have SADC leaders, heads of state and government summit that is taking place here as well. And a couple of months ago, we were here in Durban as well for the Africa Travel Indaba, and this time around we are back. But to help us make sense of what exactly it is that this destination has to offer, let me quickly call onto the stage now. I'm going to call onto the stage now the Executive Chair of Economic Development and Planning in eThekwini, that is Councillor Tembo Ntuli. Please come and join me on stage.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Greeting to you, the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, Moses Makumba, the Minister of Finance, the Member of the Executive Council of KwaZulu-Natal, of Economic Development, Tourism, Environmental Affairs, Reverend Sazondi, and the led by the Sho't and the entire team, the representative from Limpopo municipality, led by Deputy Director, members of the media, tourism stakeholders, business leaders, SMMEs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me embrace you in the home breeze of our beautiful city of eThekwini. While Durban is renowned as one of the warmest places to be, it seems our esteemed visitors attending the 46th SADC Summit have brought some of the coldest weather that they came with the million city. It is the first time we have to sleep with 2 or 3 blankets in my room. Usually I sleep with 1. Nevertheless, it is a pleasure to welcome you to our vibrant city as you host this year Tourism Month meeting. I extend my sincere appreciation to the Honorable Minister, Ms. Patricia de Lille, and the National Department of Tourism for selecting our city of Durban as the host of this important occasion. Tourism is far more than travel and leisure. It is a key driver for economic growth, job creation, inclusive growth, inclusive development, and creating opportunities for business, particularly the SMEs, youth and women, while showcasing South Africa rich culture, heritage, and hospitality. This year, Tourism Month theme, growing South African it's growing South Africa tourism sector in the digital area. It is not relevant as a significant milestone took place yesterday with His Excellency the President Cyril Ramaphosa launching the South African Electronic Travel Authorization System at the OR Tambo International Airport. A digital platform that is designed to make travel to come fast into our country, simpler and more secure. By using this technology, is to improve the visitors' journey and strengthen border management and enhance accessibility. This initiative demonstrates how digital innovation can unlock tourism through attraction investment and position South Africa as more competitive destination in a global market. As a town municipality, we are proud of the role played by Durban that continue to place in positioning South Africa as a leading tourism and event destination. We are encouraged by the growing numbers of events and conference entertainment experience for choosing Durban as their home. This activity is stimulating economic growth across the tourism value chain and support accommodation establishment, restaurant, transport operators, retailers, and small businesses. More recently, we have welcomed the international R&B star Tamir to our city, and adding Durban as a proud record of hosting the world-renowned artists such as Joe, Gregory Porter, Karen Watt, Brian Adams, and UB40, to name just a few. This event has strengthened Durban's reputation as the premier destination, while contributing significantly in our visitors' economy. This momentum is particularly important as we prepare to host the major programs such as SADC Summit, providing an opportunity to showcase our infrastructure, hospitality, and the spirit of our people to the world. Today is also an opportunity to acknowledge the tourism businesses, entrepreneurs who work tirelessly to create memorable visitors' experience. To our SMEs and tourism operators, thank you for your dedication and contribution to grow our city and tourism economy. Let us work together, government, the private sector, and the communities and community stakeholders to build a tourism sector that is inclusive, sustainable, and beneficial for all. We also recognize the Women's Month and salute many women who are in leadership, innovation, and dedication, who continue to strengthen our economy and industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Durban has an exceptional story to tell. different lifestyle offering. There are countless reasons to visit our city. As we officially launch Tourism Month, let me invite everyone to experience Durban, explore KwaZulu-Natal and discover the many attractions and beautiful that we can offer to our people and to the people that visit our city and the province at large. Let us continue to grow tourism, create opportunities, and ensure that visitors live with a memorable experience and a story worth sharing. As we proceed with this program, allow me this opportunity to thank everyone for coming to our city, particularly the minister and the rest of the people in the house to come and be with us. Let me invite a member of the executive, if I can continue with that. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Councillor Duli, I was going to ask you to also do a hello Durban too, but it's fine. So Councillor Duli has just now introduced that we'll next, the speaker that we'll have will be speaking. After this is going to be MEC Reverend Zondi. But before the MEC comes up, you heard what Councillor Duli had to say about what Durban has to offer. But what about what this entire province, which by the way has the highest number of overnight stays compared to any other province in this country in 2025 at 9 million. Yes, you heard that right, at 9 million. Let's see what this province has to offer.
Discover KwaZulu-Natal, where wonder meets wild spaces and untamed beauty. From the peaks of the Drakensberg to the shores of the Isimandaliso Wetland Park, nature unfolds in ways you've never imagined. Where dreams come alive and history stands still. Stand where legends were forged on the battlefields of Isandlwana and Walker Rift, and witness the story of a nation unfold. Immerse yourself in a rich cultural heritage, a true melting pot of traditions and influences, where African, Indian, and European cultures come together in a vibrant expression of life. Savor every moment, from Durban's iconic bunny chow to world-class dining along the Umzala coastline, where every flavor tells a story. Experience a city in motion, the Golden Mile, Moses Mabhida Stadium, and Durban ICC, where Africa meets the world. Encounter the wild in Shufua Umfolozi Park, beyond the proclaimed reserve in Africa, and across KwaZulu-Natal's renowned game reserves, where the Big Five roam free. Relax in effortless luxury, from exclusive safari lodges to five-star escapes overlooking the Indian Ocean. Your destination waits in a land of endless discovery. Feel more, explore more, live more, because there's so much more to KwaZulu-Natal, the magical Zulu Kingdom.
Woo! The magical Zulu Kingdom. How beautiful is this province? How beautiful is this province? With such diversity, with such incredible diversity. MEC, how do you feel about this? Ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for the MEC for Finance, Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Reverend Musa Zondi. Thank you so much. Should we use the mic stand?
Program Director, my brother Aldrin Sampier, the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Minister Patricia de Lille, the Honorable MEC Makumer, my counterpart from the Free State Province, the Honorable Councillor Tembo Nduli, representing the Mayor of eThekwini, who welcomed all of us here, the DG of the Department of Tourism, Mr. Beda, the HOD of the Department of Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, Dr. Zulu, the leadership of SA Tourism present, the leadership of KZN Tourism and Film Authority led by its chairperson, Dr. Spoon Debele, and members of the board present, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. Today gives us an opportunity not only to celebrate tourism, but also to confront an important question. How do we grow tourism? How do we make it more competitive? And how do we ensure that more South Africans benefit from it? That question sits at the heart of this year's theme, growing South Africa's tourism sector in the digital era. Of course, the theme draws from the Global World Tourism Day theme, namely digital agenda and artificial intelligence to redesign tourism. So for KwaZulu-Natal, this cannot simply be a conversation about technology. The modern traveler discovers destinations differently. People search online, they compare experiences, they read reviews, they watch content, and increasingly use digital platforms to plan, to book, and pay for their journeys. KwaZulu-Natal already has the product, as the video that was just played showed us. We have a coastline, we have wildlife, the Ukanhlamba Drakensberg, the Midlands Meander, our battlefields, cultural and heritage experiences, major events, townships, and rural communities. Our challenge is to ensure that the world can find it, can access it, and book it and experience it. The numbers give us reason to act, the numbers that were announced by the program director. The latest statistics from South Africa figures reinforce this challenge. Between January and June this year, almost 1.5 million international tourists arrived through South Africa's 3 major international airports, representing a growth of 5.7% year on year. However, King Shaka International Airport recorded 12,433 international tourist arrivals, compared with 20,218 during the same period last year. We went down a little bit, which challenges us to up our game. So these figures do not represent all international tourists visiting KwaZulu-Natal, because many enter through Johannesburg or Cape Town before traveling to our province. But the message is clear. South Africa's international tourism market is growing, and KwaZulu-Natal must capture a greater share of that growth. That means strengthening destination marketing, air access and connectivity, improving on it, while ensuring that our tourism offering remains competitive. Africa and regional integration plays a very critical role in this regard. For example, our African markets are particularly important. Among the 5 African markets highlighted in the latest statistics, Zimbabwe remains the strongest for King Shaka, while direct arrivals from Zambia, Malawi, Ghana, and Nigeria remain relatively small. We need to grow those these figures. So there is considerable room for growth. This aligns directly with the National Tourism Month proposition of, and I quote, tourism without borders, unquote, and the principle that a connected region is a competitive region. So the hosting of the SADC summit here in KwaZulu-Natal provides a timely opportunity for us to demonstrate what regional integration can mean for tourism. As leaders from across Southern Africa gather in our province, we are reminded that tourism does not stop at national borders. Stronger regional cooperation, improved air and road connectivity, and easier movement between our countries can actually open new tourism market destinations. So for KwaZulu-Natal, this is an opportunity to strengthen our visibility within the region, grow arrivals from African source markets, and position the province as an important gateway for tourism, trade and investment. This speaks directly to the Tourism Month proposition. A connected region is a more competitive region. How do we then make digital growth inclusive? But connectivity is no longer only about aircraft and roads. It is also digital. A small tourism operator in KwaZulu-Natal should be discoverable by a traveler in Johannesburg, in Harare, in Lagos, in London or Mumbai in India. Our accommodation establishments, our tour guides, township experiences, community tourism enterprises, and emerging attractions must become increasingly visible, searchable, and bookable. Artificial intelligence and digital platforms can help us understand markets, reach travelers more effectively, and connect businesses directly with consumers. But technology must reduce barriers to entry, not create new ones. For KwaZulu-Natal, this means ensuring that tourism growth reaches beyond established tourism nodes and creates opportunities in communities across the province. There is also a necessity for us to focus on domestic tourism because it remains critical. At the same time, we must not overlook the South African traveler. Tourism Month encourages South Africans to take a short left, discover hidden gems, and explore their own country. September is also Heritage Month, giving us an opportunity to connect travel with extraordinary cultural and historical heritage. We want South Africans not simply to visit KwaZulu-Natal, but to discover more of KwaZulu-Natal, travel further across the province, and support local businesses along the way. And while KwaZulu-Natal proudly hosts this national launch, we support the call for South Africans to discover the Limpopo as well, to discover the Free State, to discover the Northwest, and every other province of our country as a focus of this year's campaign. Our provinces do not need to compete for the same visitor. We need to grow the market together. We need to encourage South Africans to travel more frequently, stay longer, and experience more of their own country. We need to turn tourism into economic growth as well. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, Tourism Month cannot be measured only by campaigns and visitor numbers. It must be measured by whether businesses grow, whether jobs are created, and whether emerging enterprises enter the tourism economy, and whether communities actually benefit from the assets around them. The digital era gives us powerful new tools to achieve this, but technology is only a means, not the destination. So for KwaZulu-Natal, growing South Africa's tourism sector in the digital era must mean using technology to achieve the following: to grow markets, to open opportunities, to support businesses, and to create jobs. That is the tourism economy that we must build. And that is why KwaZulu-Natal is proud to be part of this national conversation, not only as a destination with extraordinary tourism assets, but as a province committed to building a tourism sector that is connected, that is inclusive, that is competitive, that is capable of creating meaningful economic opportunities for all our people. I thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for that, MEC. And that was just another reminder of what the minister normally says, that tourism policy is economic policy. Yes, while we speak about people visiting, at the end of the day where they spend their money, we also create jobs. And that is what tourism is all about. Tourism policy is economic policy. Can we please shout that? Tourism policy is economic policy. Can we do it again with some gusto? Like, show that you're in Durban. Show that you're in Durban. 1, 2, 3, and go. Tourism policy is economic policy. And that's it. When you sleep tonight, and when you wake up in the morning, wherever you are sleeping, whether it is a hotel or at a friend's place, just remember that you too are a tourist. Tourism is everyone's business. Every single person is a tourist. Ladies and gentlemen, now is moment for entertainment. Yeah! Woo! I know this long and your man. Papa, we know. Mbona ngimele ziblood. Papa, we know. Ngizobiza ngegama. Ungibiza ngegama. Put your hands together for DJ Tira, the man behind Factor but Rocks. And I'm saying that he's selling it. But yeah, DJ Tira, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Japan. Welcome to Japan. We like this every. We like this every. That's a big asibajele uthando Woza asithi sonke asibajele Woza it's a happy song. I know friends, baby. I'm trying. I'm doing that song. I'm not the best approaching. Woza. I know stress, baby. Kalani. I'm trying. I'm full zonke zindezenza baby. Sanibona lesewini. Ni right. If you wanna choose a destination for your summer, so enjoy kumnandi, make sure that you come to Durban. But kumahamba yedwa. Funa shisa songa sithi mawufuna ukujiva. Woze Durban. Woza mawufuna ukujiva. Woze Durban. Nasabe mfethu. But if I should try to walk the window house. Shout out to FA Tourism in the house. Shout out to Kevin Tourism in the house. What's up? I take it. Sure. Another song, another killer. Killer can tell you what. If Nyanza ukuthi ikhulu ifaka amathayi khona no-Emerson no-Minister lana kumnandi but kufuna sonke sibe ne-energy ngoba le eyaseDurban asabe kumlilo phetha asabe If you are happy to be Durban, let me see your hands in the air. If you are happy to be Durban, let me see your hands in the air. I see more. I see two. What's up? What's up? The need of creation. What's up? What's up? I'm seeing the Zuma. That's all they just say Durban. I'm coming the ball never say Durban. Zuma Wozi. Think I'm going to see and cool the city. Oh God. It's not the flow. But I want to it's a shock. I want my beach, I want something to share more. Say how much? I am my life. I think that's the name of the song. Yeah. What's up? Yeah. See it, that's bad. Thank you. Yeah, that's bad. What's up? See it, that's bad. What's up? Check. Lindo. Oh, what's the African name? The Saba. I said Durban. Lumchigo. Oh, what's the Durban forest? The Hama. Everybody's on the way. Yeah, so let me see Thank you so much.
DJ Kilo uyachisa ngiyachuluka. Yo ngiyachuluka. Lo mlilo uyachisa waseDurban. No. You know, as I was dancing there, hey, memories of when I lost my morals. Shall I confess or shall I hold it to myself? Because abadala bakhona, yeah, abadala bakhona. Hey, back in the days, umlilo, owe big Nazi, umlilo, that time ninjani. Let's team. Back in the days. Okay, I want to now call in somebody who has been very, very graceful to us and said that he is going to open up his venue to us. This is speaking about the owner and founder of 9th Avenue. Mhlabani Bungasa Sondela baba Sondela uNhlakanipho Tembe is the owner of 9th Avenue. Mnikazi mastandi ke lo Mastandi siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much for opening up your space to us. Thank you so much.
Good morning. I'm actually quite frightened standing up here, and until I met a young lady upstairs, I think she's already performing. I asked her, how do you handle the pressure of being on stage and thousands of people, and here it's just a few people and I need to speak. She said, I just had whiskey. So I'm not going to mention the name, but if I say something wrong, it's not me, it's the whiskey. I'm just joking, guys. So it's Nazile too. I'm not the all protocol observed. Honorable Minister, MECs, all the delegates that are here today, all the protocol observed. My name is Limpopo, and just briefly, I will speak about the power of 9. Numbers were never invented. Welcome to 9th Avenue. It's called 9th Avenue, that's why I'm going to stick to number 9, not 8 or 7 with their significance. Welcome, and the numbers were not invented, they were actually discovered. They are a pattern written into every fabric of our cosmos. Amongst all of them, I will speak of 9, which symbolizes wholeness, cosmic return, the divine completeness. We see it also in religious groups, Christ died on the 9th hour and so forth. But my story with 9 starts on 2025. So 2025, please feel free to use your calculator. I'm a pilot, so when I speak about numbers a lot in my speeches. So 2025, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, what is that? It's a 9. Yeah. That's when I bought the restaurant last year, September, which is the 9th month. And then I said, okay, let's sit down, let's think of a content. We are right in the heart of Durban, celebrating what Durban has to offer, the beautiful beaches and as well as the harbour scenic views. I looked at the frequency called 432 hertz. 432 hertz is the universal frequency. 4 plus 3 plus 2, what's that? This was never conceived as a restaurant defined by its view. It was envisioned as a dialogue with the harbor itself. Its design pays tribute to the ocean's gentle reclamation of the waterfront, a thoughtful symbiosis between what was built and what was always there. Rather than merely framing the harbor, we studied its language, its mineral, its texture, its working rhythm, its layered sediment, and weathered stones. That's why when you walk around the shop, you'll identify a lot of a reflection of what is in the ocean. Our water, the harbor water, as you can see on the ceiling, and these things look like fish hooks. The mirrors on the wall, that's what you use for fishing. If you look at your table stands, they have snails crawling up. That's what you still find under the building, and that is what we are trying to show up here. So the geometry of completeness or completion is a circle of 360. 3 plus 6 plus 0. It has north, south, east, and west. What is east? East is 90. 9 plus 0, 9. What is south? 180. What's 1 plus 8 plus 0? What is west? 270. What's 2 plus 7 plus 0? Okay. Take them down into 45 around the cycle. 45 degrees is what? 4 plus 5? 9. Southeast is 135. 1 plus 3 plus 5? It goes on and on and on and on and on. So, the loop of 9, the multiplication of 9, and it only happens to a number 9. Only number in the universe where you multiply by any number, it will always return to its own self. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. What's the sum of 18? It's a 1 and an 8. It's a 9. 9 times 3 is 27. What's 2 plus 7? It's a 9. 9 times 4 is 36. What's 3 and 6? 9 times 5 is 45. What's 4 and 5? 9 times 6 is 54. What's 5 and 6? It's a 9. Golf has 18 holes. If you want to break it into half because it's a tower, it's a 9. Isn't it? There are 9 fruits of the Spirit. The 9th hour, the divine completion, the vibration of 132. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 gives you 36. All the numbers put together also give you a 9. The new concept of 9th Avenue is actually flavors from 9 South African provinces, each one telling a story. We have cocktails, 9 representing each continent, province. We've got Gold Reef City, which represents our Gauteng. That's a beautiful cocktail that has gold dust. And we also have a nice cocktail that represents KZN. It's called Utongati. Utongati, most of you know the area when Shaka gave land to whites to actually farm sugarcane. They then came back and said, please give us the workers, black people. And no. They went and fetched Indians, and that cocktail, that's why it's got sugar cane, and it's also got chilies. It's a beautiful cocktail. What's in it? So, the group that I own together with my wife is called the Liana Group. We own 3 restaurants. One of them is in Richards Bay. It's called Zula Beach, which is a vibrant beach club which hosts the national significant events. That one tells a story of Kento Jawulampande and tells talks about the moon movement, because Zula Wamanzi, we get high tide and low tide every single day, and that is what we celebrate there every day. Today we are launching a new restaurant again in the group, which is called Mist. It's a Mist at Village train station when you're going in the west of Durban. It's inspired by Africa's iconic train stations, each dish telling a story of travel, where we have been to where we are going. It's a story of the future of African gastronomy, which celebrates Africa. And this season we are doing Tanzania, Morocco, Senegal, Cameroon, and South Africa. So if you go and ask for Cameroon, you can have 6-course dish from that space. It celebrates South Africa. And then we have our beautiful 9th Avenue, which is a story of a spiral 9. What connects all the stores is actually my vision of travel journeys. Mist at Gilly train station is a train station, and we are planning on getting a train that will move guests from Mist to come here and celebrate and enjoy fine cuisines over here at 9th Avenue. Get on a yacht or a boat, go to Zula Beach, and then enjoy a beach club in Richards Bay. We also own an aviation school in Richards Bay called Richards Bay Aviation, which we use our aircrafts to actually transport guests from there into the game reserves. So it's a whole package that connects by rail, by water, by air. So that's a tourism president package that we're working towards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 9th Avenue Marina, a journey told in flavors, guided by the Spiral 9. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Utaganipo, 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1, Utaganipo. 1 plus, I get to Utaganpile, Utaganipo. Utaganipo, sithe 1 plus 1, Igani. He's ignoring me. Agaz, because it's not 9, he's 9. Yeah? 1 plus 1? Oh. Utaganipo. But 1 plus 1 is 9. When you see, it's not the one. It's not the one. There is Nhlakanipho Tembe, who's the owner of 9th Avenue, and once again, thank you so much for opening up the space to us. New product that is coming to KZN, we look forward to experiencing that. We are not forgetting that speed train as well. Must get the speed train that is going to connect us to this one, and then we end up being here. It's a promise about South Africa. And now he's back and he says, don't say we didn't tell you, because this is what South Africa has to offer.
Hi there, I'm Trevor Noah, still South African, still a comedian, and still getting questions from all over the world about South Africa. Because I guess apparently I'm the only South African people can ask. Why not ask Black Coffee, Charlize, Elon? Okay, maybe don't ask Elon, but the point is, I've decided to come to our tourism headquarters to answer your questions head on. Questions like this. Why didn't anyone tell me there were so many climates? I only packed for the beach. Well, Englishmen 386, in South Africa we have it all. You can explore majestic mountains, cascading waterfalls, desert dunes, and boundless savanna plains. Here's another one. I thought I was going to South Africa to visit the Kingdom of the Zulu, but it turns out there were so many other cultures I didn't know about. And yes, you're right, this is the Kingdom of the Zulu. It's also the home of the oldest human remains in existence. Imagine that, Amsterdam Sam. You could end up meeting your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents. Now that would be overwhelming. I just spent 10 days in South Africa, eating like a king, living like a queen, and I didn't break the bank. Somebody really needs to talk about how affordable that country is. Will she be traveling? You just spoke about it. Look, another comment. Trevor, are you telling me to visit South Africa just to see a few lions? First of all, wow. Who's getting catty now? Redacted username for legal reasons? But to answer your question, in South Africa, you can do a little bit of this, and some of this, another one of this, some of those, or that, and you can do that and that, or this, or that. So, whatever vacation you're looking for, South Africa has you. Just don't say we didn't tell you.
Woo! That's our beautiful country! That is our beautiful country, which then lands the foundation for the keynote address. As some of you may know that I used to be a news anchor. I used to do the auto-cue, so yes, so it's good morning and welcome to ENCA, and welcome to News from Africa. Good morning, welcome to SABC. But what I never got to do though is ukufunda indaba ngesiZulu. And I don't think that I can. But one thing that I've always wanted to do is to introduce a minister ngesiZulu. Kwamanje ke sesomkela uNgqongqoshe wezokuvakasha wakuleli. Patricia de Lille, Minister, come and join us on stage with the keynote address.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. It's like you are in a different country here, DG. The weather is different. The people are always so warm-hearted, always welcoming us to this beautiful province with a name and a surname. I want to say to the owner and his wife of this beautiful restaurant, thank you for welcoming us here today. And what a good story to tell. What a good role model for our young people out there that want to become like him one day. But let me greet our Deputy Minister in absentia. She has made an apology. You know, we have to share responsibilities, and she is currently in another province. But she sends her love and regards. She would have loved to be here. To DG Vele, who almost didn't want to come. I kept quiet, and then I came here this morning and he was here to join us, and he has to leave us soon. You know, DG Valley serves on the task team that the President has put together to look with the revitalization of Durban and partner with the private sector to make sure that we turn the city around. And DG Valley chairs that committee, so he's going to leave us soon to go and attend to some of those tasks. Then from the province of the Free State, MEC Mokumet, thank you for joining us. They always say, what is the saying? A province to go to and not a province to go through. We are very happy to have you here today. Our Councillor, thank you, Councillor, also for your kind words and welcoming us here today. And then, of course, the chairperson of the KwaZulu-Natal Film and Tourism Authority, Dr. Siposiso Ndebele. Thank you. You know, when he was a minister, transport, and he was an ambassador, and he's back in our country to help us with tourism. Then also we have the chairperson of the Limpopo Tourism Authority here, the agency, Freddie Griever. And then the whole executive management team of South African tourism, led by our acting CEO. And then there's also the CEO of the Provincial Tourism Authority, the executive team of eThekwini Municipality. And then, of course, we have a lot of members from our trade and tourism stakeholders here. And then to all our media representatives, thank you for joining us. Now, it gives me great pleasure to launch Tourism Month in Durban. But like we explained to our colleagues in Limpopo, we would have loved to do it in Limpopo. But we have got the whole of Southern Africa, our SADC brothers and sisters that are in Durban, And as ministers, we are meeting with their ministers, and then on the weekend, you're going to welcome all the heads of states that is going to be here in your beautiful province. And so, of course, we look forward to welcome the heads of states. We look forward to welcome delegates from all over SADC to still demonstrate that we are not xenophobic.
Yes.
We are here to welcome our brothers and sisters from the SADC region that is all joining us here today. Because we are talking about 16 different destinations within the region. And when I heard now that even here in the restaurant, they're going to have the different foods from Tanzania, from all over, and we must direct the delegates also to tell them that they can come and save on their own food here at this restaurant. So I think between SAT and Elder, they wrote a book, but I'm going to summarize it because I don't want to keep us here the whole day and just zone in on some of the issues, but we will distribute the full book to you, chapter 1, chapter 2, Tandi, chapter 3. Because my message today is, before we ask the world to discover South Africa, we must continue to encourage South Africa to discover their own country. And before we speak about millions of international arrivals, we must speak to our own people about taking a weekend away in our own country. It's your country. Come and enjoy your country. Because when every South African travels in our country, it's a contribution to our economy. And because in the first half of this year, in the last 6 months, we had 21.2 million overnight stays from our domestic market in our country. Because domestic tourism matters. It is not just a secondary part of our tourism, it's the bedrock of our tourism. And of course, this is Tourism Month. And yesterday I was fortunate to be with the President when we launched the electronic travel authorization. It's a big game changer for tourism. I was the happiest person there yesterday because, like the President said, the importance of growth in the tourism sector. But we've got digital at last. We don't talk still about the fourth industrial revolution. We are doing it. The application for a visa to come to our country has been so simplified. You make one application, you get one answer, and you get your answer within 24 hours. 24 hours you get an answer. There's no need for you to go to any South African mission or embassy around the world. No need. Because in big places like China, where we've only got a consulate in Shanghai, an embassy in Beijing, those people had to travel to go there. And Ambassador Ndebele, when he was in India, you will know, people had to travel to New Delhi to come and apply. No more, no more. Comfort of your home, you can do it. And I know people raise concerns about the balance of welcoming lawful travelers into our country, balance it with the security needs of our country. We're so proud of the system that we've designed because it was designed by South Africans. It was designed by South African Revenue Services. It was designed by young, innovative, young people in our country. And they made sure that we get the right balance between security and getting people to come to our country with ease. But in tourism, we all have got a role to play. All of us. Government must create the enabling environment, and the private sector must continue to develop a competitive story and affordable packages for our people. Provinces and cities, because tourism is a concurrent power, they must also promote their own local experiences together with all of us. And then later on I will speak about the technology and the influence of technology. But I do think also that we can create more jobs in tourism by employing on a full-time basis content creators. You know, our young people are so good with that. We shouldn't just be having them on days like this as influencers and posting. We should employ them full-time so that they generate content on a daily basis. Because we all know social media is immediate. It happens now. So they need to feed consistently new images and products about our country. So our tourism businesses and government, we must continue to innovate.
Thank you.
And I must tell you, when it comes to government, there is it will be an understatement if I say it. There's a lack of innovation. We continue to say in government, oh, we used to do it like this.
Yes.
And we've been doing this for the past 30 years. And there is a reluctance to get out of their comfort zone and face change and implement change.
Thank you, Minister.
Now, on tourism and South Africa's growth agenda, Reverend Zondi made a reference to this. Reverend Zondi, we do have the plans, more than what we need. We've got a plan for everything. We analyze to paralysis. What we need to do is to implement. And I need to say to all officials and all administrators, we need to pump some urgency in what we must implement. We are too slow. And the world, we are competing with the rest of the world. So we've got the plans, Reverend. We now have to put those deliverables in the KPIs so that we can see results. The President yesterday, when we were with him before the briefing, he reminded us. He said, when it comes to the State of the Nation address, then all the ministers want to give him something to say about their departments. And he said, we have become a nation of announcements. And what he liked with the ETA is that he did announce the ETA in a previous SONA, and today we can show that we have implemented it. So we shouldn't just also become a nation of announcement. So the growth agenda is there. We've got the Tourism Growth Partnership Plan that we are monitoring for implementation. Just briefly on domestic tourism. We must make domestic tourism more accessible. You all know that we are living under great pressure. The cost of living is very high. It has struggled to survive. For families to decide, must I buy a bread or must I buy a unit of electricity? And therefore it's our duty to make sure that we look at affordability, that we look at accessibility, because everybody in this country, it's our country, we must enjoy the beauty, and we need to continuously look at that. That's why in September, when we are going to roll out the Sho't Left campaign, yes, it's growing every year, but to say that we had 958 or 78 private sector that has come up with packages that we can sell, it's not enough. We have to increase it this year so that South Africans can travel more and also the region can travel more. And this is our message to the SADC countries. We want to expand and extend the Sho't Left campaign to also invite our African brothers and sisters to come and enjoy our country with us. Then with the Sandparks Week, where also day visitors, we need to promote that more, where people can go to sandparks. And like Reverend Zondi said, it's also Heritage Month. Briefly with technology. We must be alive to what is happening around us. How do South Africans discover these experiences? They don't discover experiences by us going on a road show to every city and try and sell the products that we have. They discover our country on a screen, on their cell phone. That's where they are discovering our country, and that's where technology comes in. And that's why we have partnered with TikTok. You know, there are some nights that I play on TikTok and I just scroll, and then you realize, no, it's almost midnight. You almost get addicted to that. So we have now partnered with TikTok that can help us to get the tourism messages out more to everybody that happens, that matters. People go and they search online for a restaurant. If they want to come to 9th Avenue, if 9th Avenue is not there where they search, they're not going to come. So I really think that we must do a lot more in using technology and using artificial intelligence. And of course, we must improve on our data. Because data and insights tell us that travelers are increasingly open to technology. But that calls for another debate and for another program. Now, the global opportunities that we have. I think we are very modest when it comes to what we export as a country. You know, we've got a DJ that performed here this morning. We've got such a lot of talent that we export to other countries. Amapiano, everything like that. So this coming weekend, SA Tourism has partnered with Tyler, our own Tyler from home, where for tourism, we are going to piggyback on her social media that she's got all over the world to market our country. And it's going to cost us nothing. It's going to cost us nothing because that is how we must use our talent that we export to the rest of the world. So you will see the partnership with SA Tourism on Sunday, where we are going to use that. Next year is coming the Cricket World Cup. We need to start planning now. As tourism, we are part of the local organizing committee chaired by former Minister Trevor Manuel. We need to put those those packages for India and all of these. Cricket is like a religion in India. We need to put them together now. I've just said to the MEC earlier on that now that we have launched the 2027 campaign, time goes so quickly. I would like to come back and engage with the sector and the trade to start putting those packages together. I already had an engagement with Sun International and how we can utilize that World Cup cricket next year. Now, we're also here today because we are going to celebrate. We are going to celebrate 27th September International World Tourism Day in the beautiful province of Limpopo. Yeah. That's where we are going to go. So I'm delighted to announce that that is where we are going to celebrate World Tourism Day on the 27th of September, and I'm inviting all of you. Let us all go to Limpopo on the 27th. So, because they will be our focus. So go and spend a week there and have spent some time there. Put and post and share whatever you're going to see in Limpopo. So ladies and gentlemen, the world is moving towards more than 2 billion international trips a year. What do we want out of that 2 billion? We need to have a strategy to grow what we want to come to our country, because the competition is stiff. But we must be ready also to compete, and we are competing. But our journey begins here in our beautiful country, at home, with South Africans discovering Tourism Month and the Sho't Left. And let us discover our country together. Because now we are focusing on 4 big markets with the ETA. I've already asked SA Tourism, that the big source markets that we are focusing on is India, China, Mexico, and Indonesia. And we need to flood those markets to show them it's now easier to come to South Africa. We need to have that video of Home Affairs that is in English, how to access the ETA. We must translate that SAT, COO, CEO, CMO, you all here. We must translate that video into Mandarin, into Hindi for India, like yesterday. And then we pump that digitally out into those markets. We are not doing well in both India and China. And I know one of the stumbling blocks has been because they were struggling with visas. And here's an opportunity now for us to use this ETA to grow that market. The second issue is, of course, people have to fly here, and we are a long-haul destination. So a week from now, the BRICS the BRICS plus tourism ministers will meet in India, because India now chairs BRICS for this year. I have decided to go a day earlier and go to New Delhi. Ambassador, you will know this. And stop at New Delhi to meet with Air India. Because I think Air India will bring us a flight quicker from India than our own SAA. And so it's dealing with the visa and with the air access. So thank you for coming today. And congratulations to Limpopo. We look forward to coming and spend some time with you there. It's a beautiful province. And now that Limpopo has come here, we're inviting the MEC, we're inviting Ambassador Ndebele, we invite everybody from here to come with us to Limpopo on the 27th of September. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Thank you.
All right, let's put our hands together once again for the Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille. As you just heard, that we are off to Limpopo. Hashtag go Limpopo. And if you didn't know what Limpopo has to offer, if you didn't know, look at this. This is Limpopo. Come and visit us.
What makes Limpopo distinctly one of South Africa's top destinations for international and local visitors? For me, it has to be the hushed serenity of the African bushveld early in the morning. As dawn breaks over Limpopo's national parks, how jealous I am of those waking up in Africa's Eden, in the Kruger, Mapungubwe and Malakela National Parks. Exciting game drives await them today. Breathtaking moments of surprise and delight as they lose themselves in nature, stretching past every horizon. Maybe they'll choose a hike in the majestic forest of Mahoba's Grove, or a relaxation day in one of the many resorts right around the corner. Maybe they'll take to the water, embark on an unforgettable road trip, or take flight by helicopter to mother over Limpopo's wonders from the air. If this one South African province which you are considering for an extended holiday, make it Limpopo. How else could you discover ancient stories whispered in the sacred sites of the Tatevondo Forest and Lake Funduzi, stand beneath baobabs older than kingdoms, or walk paths carved by our ancestors? Whether you're bonding with your family or on a solo adventure to take off as many items as possible from your bucket list, Limpopo is a holiday destination you keep returning to. When the sun sets behind the Waterberg Range, you will know that you found your answer. Limpopo is a place not just to visit, but to feel. Here, you're not a tourist, you're an explorer, an adventurer, connected to the places and the people. What will your Limpopo be? Will it be untamed adventure, cultural mystique, or the simple peace of hearing that song before breakfast? Whatever it is, you will carry it with you long after you leave. Dream it, discover it, remember it. Explore more at golimpopo.com.
Go Limpopo. So, but later on we will have a QR code. Oh, there it is. So this is the QR code. If you scan this QR code, quickly take out your phones, scan this QR code, and it will give you some guide around what you can explore and experience in Limpopo. I remember earlier on this year when we were at the World Economic Forum, and it was my first time there, and it was the first time that tourism was there as well. And I was speaking to some of the delegates about their favorite places in South Africa, and then I got in touch with the Reserve Bank governor. And I stopped the Reserve Bank governor, please tell me about your favorite place in South Africa. If you were to go into a holiday destination, which place would that be? And he's like, #Go Limpopo. And I have to say that former Minister Tito Mboweni would be absolutely proud of this province. And we know how former Minister Tito Mboweni felt about Mahuba's driving through Mahuba's Kloof. What an amazing, amazing experience. Do go give it a try, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, #Go Limpopo. I'm now going to call on to the podium Limpopo's Tourism Authority Chairperson, Mr. Freddie Grivia, who's going to tell us more about what the province has to offer, and also giving us our vote of thanks. Just a quick reminder that the waiters will be making rounds to come and take your orders for lunch, and after they've taken your order, and after the entertainment, when lunch is served, it will be served, your lunch that you've ordered will be served right at the table where you've made your order. Mr. Freddie, please come and join me on the stage.
Thank you very much, Program Director. A very good afternoon. As was said, my name is Freddie Griever. I'm the chairperson of the Tourism Authority in the province of Limpopo. I stand here on behalf of my Honorable MEC, Dr. Madibe, as well as our Honorable Premier, Dr. Ramatuba, and the people of Limpopo, to accept and receive with great humility the privilege that the Honorable Minister has bestowed on our province to be the host of this year's International Tourism Day. I greet all the distinguished leaders from KZN province, the city of eThekwini, Free State province. I also have an MEC from the Free State sitting by my side, and from the people of Limpopo, I say Dumelang Towela Nimasia. We say Intekane, Kuyamada, and of course, because I am in the province of KZN, I will not be disrespectful. Nyanbingele and it is board. Honorable Minister, we do accept and understand why, as the province of Limpopo, you had to bring us to KZN to announce our hosting. So we understand, and it is for that reason that we have come out here to show great humility. But what it has also done is it has also confirmed a few beds in Limpopo from the great Reverend. He's already told me he wants to go to Hoedspruit. He knows where he wants to go. Chairperson also, Baba, thank you so much, as well as the MEC from the Free State, all confirming that they will be coming to the province of Limpopo. I think it was St. Augustine who said the world is a book, and those who do not travel only experience or get to read one page. So it's great to be in Durban. I always love being in Durban. I joined with enthusiasm when Tira was telling us Umlilo was at Durban. But I must say to Tira, Dilo di Chenjile, Makombo Limpopo Bafifile. If you don't know what that means, I think you have a problem. You need to change your Wi-Fi signal. You are not getting the signal because it is happening, and December in Limpopo is absolutely the place to be. Wonderful to have this privilege. This year also, during the month of tourism, we are starting the month by hosting leaders from across the continent of Africa in tourism, who will be gathering in Polokwane, and like you are doing in KZN, Honorable Minister, as government, that gives us another opportunity and a platform to demonstrate to the continent and the world indeed that we are not xenophobic. We already have more than 500 delegates who have confirmed their attendance, and the Honorable Premier would be honored to have all of you also to join in there. We are hoping to use the privilege of Tourism Month being celebrated in Limpopo to give hope to entrepreneurs, to those who are trying, whether it's the content creators that the Minister spoke about, or somebody who owns a guest house, or a restaurant who wants to be like this wonderful establishment here, that our responsibility and obligation is through tourism to ensure that we create a platform for them to realize their objectives. We are also privileged to have Tourism Month celebrated in the province of Limpopo on the same year that the Great Kruger National Park is turning 100 years. So we would be greatly honored to have all of you, and Reverend, I'm happy for you to go to Hoedspruit, but I would like, while you are in Hoedspruit, for you to cross into the Kruger and to experience that part as well. During the month of September, for those of you who would like to have some spiritual rejuvenation, you should know that all roads lead to the province of Limpopo, where the biggest church in Africa gathers, and millions of people make their way that side, so that we don't only love to celebrate and enjoy life, but we actually also go to Limpopo and ensure that we are spiritually rejuvenated. I would like to also say that as a province, I think you do know that we are the most culturally diverse province. Our heritage is that of coexistence. We don't need to be taught to tolerate, because from childbirth we knew how it is to live side by side with people who look different to us, who speak different than we do, who eat different than we do, who are dressed in different colors than we dress, and that they too have a right to exist. And that is the deep offering that Limpopo has to offer. We are a province of peace. We are a province where, whether you love the mountains, the valleys, or if your thing is the lakes, the blue skies, the melodies of the birds singing in the sky, the flight of the fish eagle, the roar of the lion, the strength of the baobab tree, whatever it is that inspires you, the drum beats of our people expressing their culture, the rhythmic movements of the people of Limpopo as they dance, it is all there for you to see, to experience. So whatever you do, you haven't lived until you have gone Limpopo. We take this opportunity and we appreciate KZN and Durban for hosting us, and yet again being such a wonderful place to be. Even the weather changed when we arrived from Limpopo. I'm told it was cold. As you can see, I brought a jersey because I saw what the weather was saying, but our ancestors made it clear that the people of Limpopo are arriving, and so the skies must open and the heat must be here. Always such a privilege to be in KZN. Thank you for your hospitality. Whatever you do, come to Limpopo. We are waiting for you. And Minister, thank you so much. It is an honor. We appreciate everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hashtag Go Limpopo. That's where we're heading to in September. I can't wait, Mujaji. Put up a fun. That is what's going to be happening in Limpopo. I need somebody to quickly come and remove this because the stage is about to get lit up. The stage is about to get lit up. Nilabo kuchina switch. Nuku in. Niku in. Niku huku. Huku himani lives. Himani nabu huku. Shoma Josie! Woo! Proudly from Limpopo!
Late with. Exactly that. So I knew that there would be mature, seasoned people in the room that would recognize that one. I myself have become quite seasoned. I just had a baby. I'm not a teenager, by the way. So I haven't performed since I had the baby. This is my first time I came out. And I really wasn't going to. I was like, no guys, I'm on maternity leave. Can't do it, I'm out of shape. But as you can see, no, I'm joking. No, but really, I just didn't want to leave my baby. Because you guys are cute, but you can't, But I'm so glad I kept me any opportunity to represent my province. I will grab with both hands, and I'm so glad we came. This is a beautiful restaurant, it's a beautiful view, it's a beautiful day, it's beautiful weather, it's beautiful people. Is there anyone from Limpopo here? Yeah. Which side is all Limpopo? Here. From KZN? Nice. So I'm going to teach you something. In my language, in Xitsonga, when you advert someone's place, you say Ndawin. So because I've just arrived here, I'm going to say Ndawin, you guys are going to say Aye. Kunaman, you'll say Chale. Ndawin? Aye. Kunaman? Aye. Ndawin? Aye. Kunaman? Aye. Wata? This guy came up to me, nicely dressed, and he said, I can't believe I'm meeting you. So I'm thinking, oh, that's a fan, you know? So I'm like, okay, nice, you know, I'm famous, so thanks. you read my line. So I'm like, kanjani manje? He took out his ID. This man's name was Sean. His surname was Majosi. So his full name is he says when he introduces himself at meetings and everything. So he's like, no, I'm Sean Majosi. They're like, Oko Namia, Oko. So this song is dedicated to Sean, wherever he is. Sean, Wela kona. Let's go. Kona. Wela kona. Louder now. Kona. Wela kona. One more time. Kona. Wela kona. To the beat. Kona. Wela kona. Kona. Wela kona. Kona. Wela kona. Kona. Wela kona. Kuile. Kona. Wela kona. Robe. Kona. Wela kona. Gele. Kona. Wela kona. Gele. Kona. Wela kona. Gele. I've got a surprise for you guys. There's only so much I can do, guys. I was pregnant a few months ago. So I had planned a trick to get you guys to dance for me. So, so we have some shibelani. What we're going to do, we're going to do section by section. This section, we are going to nominate a representative. This section, we are going to nominate a representative. This table definitely needs a representative here. This table definitely needs a representative here.
You should go. You should go.
So you guys don't have dancers here. Alright, this table is going to help me to judge. So, this table alone, you need a representative. And then, those tables, obviously, you need a representative. And if we have another shibelani, I need the staff of this beautiful restaurant to give us a representative. You can play the song on low so they can understand the tempo. But remember, people are still deliberating, so. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call leadership. So, as probably our highest ranking state official here, would you like to begin or would you like to end? Both of these things are high pressure. Beginning, setting a standard. Ending, you have 2 hours. So, Honorable Minister,
So what must I do?
you need to choose to go first or you're gonna go last. Everything else is up to me because then I'm the boss of this place. Go last. The minister has elected last. Allah, Allah. Some have taken off their shoes. Some have taken off their shoes. So, those who are not yet done, actually, how should we do this? Let's say they help to guide us. Where should the rest of the dancers be while the representative is dancing?
They should give the representative some space, you know?
2 hours. Alright. Now, we need to see the full range of talent. So there's no shaking twice and then you leave. You dance until me and my table of judges decide we have seen enough of your skills, and then we will ask you to stop. Up until that point, we want to see waist shaking. This is a place of waste. There's no English, there's no Zulu here, there's no Tonga here. The language of waist, of hips. My representatives, are you ready? Please cheer your representatives on. Team Wonderful. out from tourism another day. Next representative. Which section are you representing, my sister? My sister. Now I can say sister, but I don't have to say oh ma. Also a mother. I love it. My sister, what's your section? My section is this side. Representing this section over here, our beloved minister, ladies and gentlemen, Tiwana Minister, this is what we call leadership, guys. People must get up and do the work. Not just sitting down, that's leadership. Yeah. Some are saying the minister should win. Some are saying the restaurant people should win. I think because they are hungry. I don't know. People want to eat. As we don't respond to bribery yet. We want our fair panel of judges. Either please can you send a representative or you may all stand up so that people can see that I did not make the decision. Because I want to eat, first of all. Are you ready? My judges. Okay, you're going to tell us the winner from here.
absolute good sport. Absolute good sport. Liberation. And the panel of judges has decided that the lady in green
dancing in high heels, dancing shibelan. My panel of judges, I'm going to need one honorable mention, and then we're going to let these lovely good people have a well-earned, well-deserved lunch.
Well, obviously there is a dissenting view. Ladies and gentlemen, the minister took it fair and square.
What an incredible performance, and a lot of energy that we experience in this room that officially brings us to the end of the Tourism Month Media Launch. God saints, ladies and gentlemen, I just quickly need to speak to my producer here, who needs to whisper something into my ear. Okay, and please take your tables as the food is now being served. In the meantime, enjoy yourself and have a lovely day forward. God saints, bye-bye. La, kunebumatanga la. Kunebumatanga la.